DC is a failed narco state that is unsafe for absolutely everyone. It was also unsafe for my family that barely escaped with our lives in Washington, DC, when DC defunded their police and they decided to create an absolute hellscape for the families living there. I had a newborn child at the time when there was a spate of horrible gang violence on my block, leading to an arson in the home that shared a wall with me. It's called a row house. This is the style of house that is very prominent in Washington, D.C. And as you can see right here in this photograph and in this video that I will show you, all of the direct evidence of what happened, the home that is next to mine, that's my home, that's my child's nursery right there. Right there. That white building, that's my home. This building right here, that is the house that was set ablaze. Now, horrifyingly, 2 of their dogs were killed in this fire. It was a deadly fire. It was a huge emergency. My house was rendered unlivable in the fire. You can see here the smoke pouring into my home. But ladies and gentlemen, this doesn't stop a reporter from the New York Times saying that I told falsehoods at the White House. What does he mean by that? This is Ken Bensinger, who texted me and said, I went through and looked in the records, and it looks like there wasn't an actual murder on your block since 2017. Whew, and they got me here, man. It turns out that 3 people were shot on my cameras and in my front yard in an attempted murder. But guess what? The gangbangers survived. So they got me there. And that my house, according to police records, was not set ablaze. And by the way, in case you're wondering what kind of a monster Ken Bensinger is of the New York Times, here's Ken's direct text message to me, declaring that I could not confirm my family was in danger in spite of the police video evidence and the dogs being burned alive. They're sick demons. Look at this. He says, no humans were injured, although 2 dogs were killed. You stated that your wife and children's lives were put at risk and they nearly died. This cannot be confirmed or denied based on the police and fire reports, which make no mention of the neighbors being at risk. There's no way you could tell that anyone was at risk. No one was at risk here. I don't know if reporter Ken Bensinger has children, but I wonder if he'd think his children were in danger or not if that was their bedroom window and this was happening next to their room. Just a reminder, this is what we're fighting against and also what we're fighting for, ladies and gentlemen. And that the New York Times is fake news.